Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Rafiat. I'm a little tummy's chef. I develop healthy recipe for little tummies. So today I want to share how to make peanut butter with you. Peanut butter with two ingredients. Peanut butter without vegetable oil, peanut butter without toxic ingredients, without preservatives. So if you have peanut butter in your pantry, I will advise you bring it down. Check the ingredients in your peanut butter. If it's more than three, then you have to put the peanut butter aside, stop using it, make this my recipe and enjoy it with your little ones. This is healthy peanut butter you really want in your little one's diet. You don't want all the store-bought one because it contains a lot of toxic ingredients. So if you're interested in this kind of recipe, keep watching. Okay, let me introduce you to the ingredients we are going to use. We are going to use peeled peanut butter and unpeeled peanut butter in this video. But if you want to use peeled peanut butter, you can go for it. Peeled roasted peanut butter, you can go for it. It's very easy. But I always advise you use peanut with the skin because there are a lot of health benefits in the skin of the peanut which you will not want to lose. It's very good to add to your peanut butter. So that's why I choose peeled and unpeeled peanut butter in order to make my peanut butter light, because if I use the skin with it, it's going to be dark. I'm also going to use salt. And also, I want to share with you that you can use oil in your peanut butter, but you have to choose either nut oil or seed oil, not vegetable oil, seed oil or nut oil, to add extra calorie to your peanut butter if you want a chubby baby. So this is my peanut after soaking it overnight. Yes, I soaked my peanut overnight because peanuts, legumes, which is legumes and grains, contain phytic acid. Phytic acid is a kind of anti-nutrient we found in grains and legumes like peanuts, like beans. So what phytic acid do is it will not make us digest the nutrients in this nut and seed. But if you soak it overnight, you are going to reduce the phytic acid in this nut or seed. In this nut or seed, if you're using it. So you are going to soak it overnight or for 8 hours in order to reduce the phytic acid, which will make it so easy for the digestive system. And it will make us digest the nutrients in the nut or seed you are using. So I spread out the nut in the tray in order to make it dry before I roast it. So I added it to my dish, my baking dish, in order for me to roast it. So I'm going to roast the peanut and the other peanut, the white peanut also. I'm going to roast the two. Like I said, I'm using the two because I want my peanuts to be light. If I use the one with a peel, it will be a little bit dark. So it's better for me to use the two because we want a light peanut butter. But if you don't mind, you can use either of the two. You can use the peeled one or unpeeled one. So I roasted my peanut for just 25 to 27 minutes. And you can see that it's already dry. We really want the oil in the peanut to release. That is why we have to roast it. So I want to measure out the quantity I'm going to use. I'm going to use 1.5 peanuts, 1.5 cups of unpeeled nuts and 1 cup of peeled nuts. That's what I'm going to use for this recipe. But the quantity depends on you. You can use any quantity you want in your peanuts. So let's talk about blender, because there's no peanut butter without blender. In this recipe, you can use food processor for your peanut butter if that's what you have, but you will want to use food processor that have 900 watts or 1000 watts. But if you have below that, you have to crush your nut before you add it to your food processor. That means break the nut down before you add it, because if it's not that strong, it can spoil your blender. If you're the type that will be making this peanut butter regularly, it can spoil your food processor if you are going to be using it regularly. But if it's once, it's okay. You can also use a spice grinder. This is the kind of blender I use for my peanut butter. I have this blender that has about 5 cups, that comes with five cups, and I choose one out of the 5 cups for my nut butter, for my cheese, for anything I'm making that needs creamy. That is what I use. And also, like I said, you can use spice grinder. This is the spice grinder I used before I got my blender. So you can also use this spice grinder, but you have to grind it, cut the peanut butter into smaller pieces. So let's talk about our storage. You are going to store your peanut butter in a jar. So I chose glass jar because it's better of plastic. I will not advise you use a plastic jar, but if that's what you have, go for it. But I will not advise you use it. You can also use a glass bowl. You can also use a glass bowl for your peanut butter. This glass bowl is even better because it will be easy for you to scoop. But I choose glass jar because it looks so fancy. As you can see, it's very fancy and I like it. Okay, so I labeled it peanut butter. That's what I use for my nuts. So after saying all that, the next thing is to make a peanut butter, because there's no jar, there's no blender without peanut butter. So we are going to make a peanut butter. I'm going to add the peanut into my blender, but I'm not going to add salt because I soaked my peanut butter with salt. But if you are the type that like salt, a little bit of salt, salty thing, you can add salt into your nut at this stage. So we start blending. So this is the first stage of our peanut, which is peanut powder. You can stop at this stage if you have an infant. Add this to your infant food. A tiny bit of it, it's okay in an infant food, so that you will know if your baby will react to peanuts. I said tiny bit, a little bit of this powder, it's good. And also you can use the peanut powder for smoothie, adding to yogurt, anything you are making for your little ones is very good. I always have this at hand also. So this is the second stage of making peanut butter. As you can see, it's turning to paste. It's not yet a paste, but it's turning to paste. So here is peanut butter paste. If you go to the market, you will see different kind of peanut butter. We have peanut powder, we have peanut paste, then this is the peanut paste. This also, it's good. You can use it as a spread, you can use it in your baby food, you can use it in anything. If at this stage, it's also a peanut butter, but it depends on how runny you want your peanut butter. We love a very runny peanut butter, so that's what we are making today. So this is another stage of peanut butter, a runny peanut butter. It's not very runny, but it's runny. It's okay like this. You can stop at this stage if this is what you like, if this is what your little one likes, and if you also want to use sweetener in your peanut butter, this is the time you have to add the sweetener to your peanut butter. But if you're using sugar, you have to add it at the powder stage. Because my little ones love running peanut butter, so I'm going to stop at this stage. This is a very runny peanut butter. You can customize your peanut butter if you want. If you want a salty peanut butter, you can add more salt. If you want a sweet peanut butter, you can add your honey or your sugar to it. If you want a spicy peanut butter, you can add cinnamon, cardamom, any spice, nutmeg, any spice you want, you can add it. That is why it's DIY. That is why it's homemade. So you can customize your peanut butter. So this is our peanut butter is ready. That is it. As you can see, it's just 2 ingredients. This is the oil. I did not touch the oil at all. I did not use the oil in the recipe. All the oil you are seeing in that peanut butter is from the peanuts. Peanut contains oil already, so it's going to bring the oil out as you process it. So if you want extra calorie, like I said, if you want a chubby baby, you can add oil to it, but choose nut or seed oil for a good quality of peanut butter. So this is my peanut butter. If you watch to this stage and you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up. That like really helps me a lot. Give my video a like and try to share this video with your friends, mama friends. Let them know how easy this peanut butter is, and it's not expensive. It's inexpensive peanut butter. You know how much you buy your peanut butter at the store. So this is a very good recipe you can share with your loved ones. So I present to you my peanut butter. So I'll be making other nut butters. I'm not going to stop here. We have different kind of nut butter. We have almond, cashew nut butter, Nutella, and all that. I'm going to be sharing all that with you too, so that you will know that it's very easy to make all this nut butter. And if you make it yourself, if it's a DIY, you know that you know the ingredients that are going into your peanut butter. So I'm going to share an extra recipe with you. Now I want to, this is yogurt peanut dip. So I have 3 tablespoons of yogurt in there. I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of peanut butter and a drizzle of honey. This make a good dip for your little ones. They can dip their carrot, their cucumber, their celery in it, and also their fruit. Apple slice is a very good one. Try it and let me know in the comment section how you as a mother like it and how your little ones also like it. This can also make a breakfast for your infant. If you skip the honey and the salt in that peanut butter, it will make a good breakfast and also make a good snack for your little ones also. You can give it as a snack. We do that a lot. So this is my deep yogurt peanut butter dip. This peanut butter will stay 2 weeks in your pantry if you keep it in a very dark area, and it's going to stay 1 month in your fridge. If you see oil on top of your peanut butter, all you have to do is to mix it together and use it, and that is it. So friends, I present to you my 2 ingredient peanut butter. If you really like the recipe, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and we'll see in another video. Thank you.